1 down, 2 to go. Wes, the intensity this week, has it changed, I can imagine?
Yeah, I suppose so. Training was probably pretty intense then, I suppose. Look, we're still trying to make changes to our game, go to the next level. So I think in some ways last week was even more intense, but we're pretty happy with how we performed on the weekend. So there's a little bit of happiness there, feeling of one job done, like you said. But yeah, 2 to go.
What do you want to see this week or get right this week ahead of playing a very tough defensive-oriented French side?
Yeah, well, look, first thing is we've got to fix the things from last weekend that weren't so great. So probably a couple of balls too many drop, and our restarts were poor. So we're going to fix those. And then the French, I think they've kicked more than anyone in the comp so far. 25 kicks against England and 20 on the weekend or something like that. So we're expecting a potential aerial assault from them. So a bit of stuff to work on there.
Do you feel like you're underdogs coming into this match?
Well, they've won the last 4, so they've won the last 4.
I guess looking when we last played the French, the results didn't go our way. Do you think that this is a different side to what we saw in the Northern Tour?
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. So, like I said this on Saturday night, we're undercooked getting into that tour. We've had a fantastic year. We've got the girls are in great nick. They've had a good build-up. I think we're definitely a different side to what we were last year.
And do you think that the French have realised that? Do you think they should be worried?
They can think what they want, to be honest. Look, we've got our mindset on playing attractive rugby, playing good rugby, inspiring a nation of kids to see the women's game differently. So that's what we're focused on.
Wes, with respect to your previous opponents this year, there's a lot more uncertainty, I think, about the result this week. Does that change the feeling for you? Does it excite you? Does it make you nervous? How does this week feel compared to the rest?
Well, I mean, for me personally, France at Eden Park there's something special about that. So, we're embracing the situation, the pressure, the moment, the country behind us, the sunshine. Like, it's a lot to be happy about. So I don't think we're scared of anything. We just want to go out there and perform to the best of our ability. When
you look at a team that has got, I guess, a reputation for its defence, what are the sort of things you look at when you're looking at the tape or you're looking at your game plan?
I won't tell you too much, but look, every system's got weaknesses. There's only 15 people on the field, and it's a big field. So we're looking at the trends for where they've left some space potentially, and then how we can get the ball there effectively by still staying in our systems. And that could be behind them or on the side of them or through them.
I mean, you're not going to tell me where, but you think you've identified some areas where you can have a crack at them?
We've definitely identified some areas, mate. I'm confident we've done our homework very well. It'll come down to execution.
I guess just following on from that, you mentioned on Saturday night you hadn't really analysed the French team. A few days later now, I assume you have.
Yeah.
Are they doing anything different than they did on the Northern Tour last year?
Well, they kicked a lot last year as well. So I think with France, they can be fairly unpredictable. They probably kick differently to most teams. The end of year tour last year in particular, they kicked a lot in our 22. Like, I think the kick to ruck ratio was something like 1-3 or 1-4. So 3 rucks and they'll kick it in the opposition 22. That's unorthodox. So we're expecting them to be France. We're expecting them to be unorthodox with a rock solid defence.
Can I ask you who you rate in that French side?
Where do I start? They've got a massive forward pack. Sophie's special when she comes off the bench. I'm not sure if Roman will be back this week, but she's special. May, their captain, she's extremely effective at everything she does. The halfback was World Player of the Year not too long ago, Bourdon. Drouin runs the game well. I think potentially, I'm not sure if how they'll play their back 3, but the fullback that played, what's her name, sorry? The fullback that played, I think, I forgot her name, sorry, but she'll go to they might play her on the wing or at fullback, and they've got a great fullback in Dremoulier, still didn't even play last week, so mate, they're started full of players that are outstanding, really.
And when it comes to the Black Ferns, do you think you offer something different as a team, perhaps to the other 3 who've made the semi-finals, who have all been credited for having a big forward pack and using their line-outs and driving mauls?
Yeah, 100%, we're different. So we're trying to play attractive rugby. Different people will interpret that in different ways, but we're like players who express themselves. We want to have young female C athletes who can do everything, not just certain things very well. So we're trying to play a full game plan. So I think we're definitely different. I don't want to go into too much detail, sorry. That's enough.
And from being different though, Does that make it breaking down these teams harder because you are going to produce a different style to what they've seen so far?
Does it make it harder for us, you mean?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think we've done some. I mean, Smithy's a smart man. You know, Ted in the background doing his thing. They're smart people, and I think we've got a really good plan. It'll come down to execution, I think.
There are quite a few girls in the squad who haven't played the French before. As coaches, what is your advice to them, and how are they feeling about this upcoming semi-final?
Well, we've also got a lot of girls in the squad that have played France before, so it's not just the coach's responsibility. You know, as a group, the players are exceptional at taking care of each other. We've got a really good leadership group that are good at bringing young players through and talking them through stuff. I think, you know, all the stuff you guys have mentioned in your questions are probably the things. They've got a big forward pack, so it's going to be physical. They're going to be relentless on the defence for a long time, so it's going to be physical there, and we're going to have to handle some high balls potentially.
Do you have a selection headache this week based on how everyone's been playing?
Yeah, it's been a massive headache, to be honest, and I wouldn't call it a headache, but it's certainly, you know, we've got 32 players that have all performed. They've all done a really good job, so it's been really difficult separating them. Obviously, we've done that now. We've got a clear plan, but there's some special players that are going to miss out this week, and it's sad.
Liana, how was she pulled up from the weekend? Will she be in contention to play?
She's in contention. I think we've got a full squad to select for.
Wes, do you think France might be under a bit of pressure to attack a bit more than they have so far? I mean, obviously they played well against England, didn't use the ball a lot in the second half when they had opportunities. Do you feel that they might be asking a few questions of themselves, or there might be some outside noise?
I don't know, mate, to be honest. It's really hard to keep tabs on their media. Maybe you can help me, but they do it all in French. So I don't know what sort of pressure they're under, to be honest. We're just focusing on what we see on the field, and you know, the beauty of playing the French that makes it special, these encounters, is they can, you know, we don't know how they turn up really, so I'm not sure.
Just with game one for the Black Ferns, obviously they showed a few nerves, but were we at the stage fright maybe against Australia? You feel that the players have worked that out of their systems, and obviously this is a huge knockout game and a real proper test. Do you feel that they're in a good space?
Yeah, definitely.
Mentality-wise?
I think that was the best thing for us to go through that in hindsight. It really helped us with our systems, how to stay calm, how to change things when we have to, how to deal with pressure was the best thing for us. So, and you remember, we've got a forward pack, or you know, not just in the forward pack, we've got players that have played 4 or 5 tests at that stage. So you know, they're up to 9 now or whatever. So a bit more battle hardened, a lot more trainings. We're semi-professional, so you know, players go to different hubs. We've been together for a while now, so no, I'm expecting us to handle that really well, to be honest.
So Wes just mentioned 4 losses in a row to France. Are there any concerns there's any baggage still hanging around, or do you think players have been able to sort of check that at the door heading into this week?
I hope they check it at the door, mate. I don't know. I mean, I can't speak for the players. We're focused on what we're trying to do rather than what's happened in the past or what could happen in the future. We're trying to stay in the moment, train well, play well. That's where our focus is.